Listen, there's an old saying people have been repeating for generations. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And the older I get, the more I realize that saying isn't just about horses, it's about people. It's about sons and daughters, friends and family, neighbors. And sometimes, it's even about ourselves. You can show someone the truth, stand right beside the river of wisdom, point at the water flowing clear and pure. But if their heart is closed, their pride is louder than their hunger, their stubbornness stronger than their thirst, they will stand beside the river and still die of thirst. The Bible tells us in Hosea 4:6, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." Not because knowledge didn't exist, not because truth wasn't spoken, but because some people refused to receive it. You can warn someone about the storm coming. You can point to the dark clouds rolling in. You can say, "Brother, turn around. Sister, slow down. Child, that road leads to destruction." But Proverbs 16:25 reminds us, there is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end, it leads to death. And still, people keep walking that road. Jesus himself stood among the crowds and cried out in John 7:37, "Let anyone who is thirsty come to me and drink." Not force them, not drag them. He said, "Come," because God gives every human being something powerful, something dangerous, something sacred. Free will. God will open the door, but he will not shove you through it. The book of Revelation 3:20 says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." Notice something, he knocks. He doesn't break the door down, because love, real love, never forces the heart. And that's why some people can sit in church every Sunday, hear the word, see the truth, feel the conviction, and still walk out unchanged. They were led to the water, but they refused to drink. Some parents try to save their children. Some friends try to warn their friends. You try to help, you try to guide, you try to lift them when they fall. But sooner or later, you realize something painful. You cannot live someone else's life for them. You cannot force wisdom into a closed mind. You cannot pour faith into a stubborn heart. You can plant the seed, but only God can make it grow. That's what 1 Corinthians 3:6 teaches us. I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God made it grow. So if you're trying to help someone today, if you're praying for someone who won't listen, remember this. Your job is not to control them. Your job is to lead them to the water. Your job is to speak truth with love. Your job is to show mercy. Your job is to shine light in dark places, and then you trust God with the rest, because one day, when the road gets hard, when the storm finally breaks, when the world leaves them empty and thirsty, they might remember where the river is. They might remember the words you spoke. They might finally kneel beside that water and drink, because the river of God never runs dry. Just like Isaiah 55:1 says, "Come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters." The invitation has always been there. The water has always been flowing. But the choice has always been theirs. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And the same is true for people. But never stop pointing to the river, because someday, someone will be thirsty enough to kneel down and drink from the living water of Christ.